on, everybody? My name is Seth and you're watching 252 Squad, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you the best first thing you should do to your MT82 S197 Mustang. So this right here is my 2013 Ford Mustang GT. This car does have the MT82 6-speed manual transmission that's infamously known pretty much across all these Mustangs, with the 5.0 Coyote motor as well as the V6s and EcoBoost. But mainly we're focusing on these generations, the S197 here. I'm going to be teaching you one simple trick to make the shift quality and shift time feel significantly better. So before I get started with the video and actually taking everything apart, I just want to show you what we're taking out and what the tools were that I used to take it out. So this right here is actually the spring that I'm talking about underneath the floorboard. You can see this piece is the piece that goes onto the clutch pedal, has a little stop that comes through the clutch pedal right through this hole down here, and then that's what holds it like this. This is the spring that I'm removing. They do make spring upgrades to where you can change the feel of it, but I'm just deleting it for now. I'll go from there and see how I feel about it. But this is the spring itself, and then this is the piece at the top with a little pin that goes through there, and it goes into where it holds at. I did kind of break it a little bit coming out, but this piece goes up in there, and this holds the spring kind of like this. You can see like this, and then this piece goes into the bottom of the spring and through the clutch pedal like that. So these are the tools that I use to take it out. Right here I just have a pry bar, screwdriver. This is just for getting it started in a little bit tighter places, and then this is going to be for compressing the spring down. So let's get into underneath of the dash and showing you what's going on with the vehicle. All right, so we're just going to come down to the floorboard of my dirty car here. You're going to see the spring right here off the clutch pedal. As you can see, that white tab right there, that's what we're going to be removing, is that spring right there. Alrighty, so I got Jordan down here in the car to help out a little bit. So as you can see, he's pressing down on the clutch pedal. And coming up here, I have some vice grips just right here on this clutch return spring here. Got it compressed like that, kind of like a spring compressor on a strut would be. And so I'm just going to let him lift his foot off the clutch here. Nice. So I lied. It's easier to keep your foot compressed on it. As you can see here, I still got it clamped down there, and you can see I'm pushing the white piece down there at the very bottom off of the knob there on the clutch pedal. So all I'm doing is using the screwdriver and pushing it off right there as that clip drops down a little bit as you're pressing it out. So with prying down on that tool right there and pushing down a little bit as you go, you get it out pretty easily there. As you can see, the vice grip's holding that, and then this is the top piece here. This pin right here slides in up top, and then this piece is what goes down at the bottom and slides through the little stud on the clutch pedal. So with that being said, as you look up here, now that everything is out of there, I'm gonna take the car down off the lift and show you the driving feel. So we're in the car, GoPro on my head. Just gonna get a little cold start in here for y'all. So now that I'm in the car and everything's a little warmed up, first thing I just want to say is clutch feel is significantly different. Now the clutch going to the floor is much lighter, and then coming out you can almost feel where the exact grip point is on the clutch. So I'm gonna get a little takeoff here and just show you what it's like. It's as simple now as just like as the clutch comes out a little bit, you can feel the stiffness starting to engage of the clutch. Just blip of the throttle, take right off. We get ready to pull out of my driveway right fast. As you can see, it's kind of hilly here, so give you a good reference point of what I'm saying. Nicer on the transitions between gears. The clutch pedal does feel much softer, almost feels more like an S550 clutch now, as well as it's got a little bit of play. I don't know how well you can see on GoPro, probably not, but it's got about probably a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of play at the top of the pedal now, I guess, where the spring doesn't push it all the way back out, but it's still nothing that kills me too bad. Go ahead and get a few downshifts in for y'all. See if we can't 2-3 this thing. I have experienced lockout doing that, and it seems to have gone away almost, actually. It's pretty surprising. get you a little bit of driving the S197 through some curves. The shift feel is much better for me, actually. I feel like I can press the clutch in a lot quicker. I do feel like this definitely helped with the shift timing. These Ford Performance lowering springs and adjustable pan hard bar be putting in work sometimes. Yeah, overall the clutch feels very, very good. Much better than factory did with the spring in there. I feel like I can shift a lot faster as far as getting the clutch to the floor, mainly because the stiffness isn't there, but I also feel the release point quite a bit more than what you would with the factory spring in there. You can actually feel where the clutch is starting to engage versus kind of being a little sloppy and all over the place. I know with it being a hydraulic clutch and this thing having lines from 2013 that are rubber lines, that doesn't help either, but it just feels much nicer, much nicer. I actually compare the clutch now way more to the S550 clutch. This thing feels amazing right now. Also, don't call it my driver mod, it's pretty bad, to be honest. I've only had the car for about a month. My boy, what are you doing in this van, bro? Homie just be backing. Alrighty, as I get onto the highway here, we'll do another little pull for y'all. So as you can see, getting onto the highway, even shifting, granny shifting at 5,000 RPMs, completely fine. Car has no issues whatsoever. It's really nice. I really enjoy taking that spring out just because the clutch pedal feels so much more direct to me. Now, before I do finish the video, I do want to preference and say a few things. A, this is the cheap way of doing it. If you really want to do it legitly, there are plenty of aftermarket kits with different pound springs that can actually replace the factory spring. A little bit better shift feel, more than likely. You get rid of that dead zone in the clutch, as well as it kind of keeps you feeling like you're actually doing something worth value to the car. Instead of just removing parts, you're actually adding parts and doing aftermarket modifications. But for me, I spend so much money on stuff with full bolt-ons that I don't really have money for the spring right now. So this is as good as it's gonna get. So guys, that's pretty much gonna be it for today's video. I thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. If you like the video, consider liking and as well as subscribing to the channel to see more Mustang content between this one and the S550. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a great rest of y'all's day. Peace out.